Back on track. KFT Manny Ash hit.
What up?
What it do?
For today's guest of honor, I've invited a close homie of mine who we've been working together for some time now. His business shows mad love to Talks Hit, and he's also a sponsor of Talks Hit. He's my homie, Mr. Full Time Anthony from Out the Box. Tell him what's up, man.
What it do? What it is, everybody? It's your boy A Tiz, also known as Anthony Baca. I'm a owner of Out of the Box Consignment Shop.
He's got the deals for your dollar bills.
Yep,
There you
yep,
go. Yeah.
You know what I
He's
mean?
got the
So,
toys for your
so,
boys.
yeah.
All for your boys and girls.
So I got a question. I got a question, brother. How'd you start off into this? You know what I'm saying?
So I guess like I think it was 2018,
Okay.
and I was like in a really dark place, and I needed to keep my mind occupied.
Yeah.
So I turned on Netflix and I seen this show with this dude named Sloppy Rob, and I forgot what the name of the show is. But anyway, he like goes out to the thrift stores and he goes and finds like vintage T-shirts from like the '90s, the type of shit that we used to wear, back in the day.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, damn, if he's over there finding stuff in the thrift for cheap and selling it for like triple the price, I was like, I could do that too. So, like I said, I just started hitting the thrift, man, and just watching YouTube videos, and then I started throwing stuff on eBay, and that's kind of how it all kind of started.
I did watch that shit. A little bit of it.
Yeah, I forgot what it was called. I know his name's Sloppy Rob. I met him a few times at a couple different conventions in and out of state.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh wow. That's cool,
I
man.
didn't know that.
Yeah, I know what show it is.
yeah,
That show's the shit. I like it a lot.
yeah. He's a real crazy guy, man. His fashion is really out of control.
I was like, what the fuck was he wearing?
Uh, some bootleg Louis Vuitton, man.
Hell yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, yeah.
is he?
But
He's
yeah,
the
that's kind of how it started, man.
he's the one that wears that like the old school like NWO. I seen like one of his
Yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah. It's like all the stuff that we used to wear back in the '90s, like in middle school
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
All
Uh,
the
Yeah.
bootleg Tommy and Nautica and all that good stuff.
I was telling my homie about
Yeah.
that. I was all like, bro, but this guy don't want it new, man. He wants the like the cum rag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the nice crunchy ones.
You know
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
When the episodes of that shit that I saw, it was tripping me out because it was all the shit that, like you said, that's the shit we were wearing when we were teenagers and shit. And it's
yeah,
crazy that people are paying, that money for that used shit like that. And it's like, what the fuck, man? I
yeah.
had
No,
that. I
it was
have
dope.
that. All that no limit shit, how it's blown up
Yep,
now, the Stone Cold jerseys and shit like that. It's fucking
yep.
crazy.
It was crazy because like the first shirt that I sold, I think I bought it for like $3, and then I flipped it for like $48.
Oh
God
Holy
damn.
wow.
fuck.
What was
Yeah, and
that?
it was a Mac Miller and a Wiz Khalifa concert shirt, and it was like a size small. Yeah, and
Wow.
I got bit by the bug right there.
That,
Yeah.
that's when it,
Yeah.
that's,
Yep.
that's when you were
Definitely,
like,
man.
it's on, motherfucker.
Yeah, I was like, it's on and cracking.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, no,
That,
cause a lot of our listeners, man, you know, they got the same tale, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
2018, right before the COVID hit, man, shit started
Hmm.
going downhill for a lot of people, man. And then
Yeah.
plus when COVID hit, it took a lot of people out of work, and so a lot of people start trying to think out of the box to
Exactly.
to
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? To try to make a living for themselves, man. And some people ran with it, and some people just sat on their ass. You know what I'm saying? And I,
Yeah.
I, I give you props, man, that you made it work for you, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a smart dude, man. You know what I'm saying? So where are you originally from?
So I'm from Colorado. I was born and raised in Thornton, a little bit north of Denver. I never really moved
Okay.
out of state, but yeah, just a native of Colorado.
Okay, cool, man, cool.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
I'm repping Michigan.
Hell
Just got
yeah.
back from Texas, man. I was down in
Nice.
the valley, with some family and friends and checking out my son and stuff, man. So we had a great time, and I was telling them about the show and everything, and some of our
Nice.
guests and everybody we had, and then KFT was telling us, about you, and I want to give you much love, man. Thank you for supporting us, man, as
No,
much as you
100, man,
have.
100.
For real.
We really appreciate that, man. Seriously. Um, so like what is your specialty now? I know you got into figures also, right?
So it's a little bit of everything right now, man. Like what's really a crazy seller right now is the Funko Pops, man. Like
Yeah,
I was just
yeah.
I
Still
was just
killing.
I was yeah, it's crazy. I was just looking at the reports, and I think in the last month we sold over 360 Funkos
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
in just a
Wow.
month.
And
That's
that ain't no like
badass.
that ain't no like $9 pops or $10 pops, man. That ain't
Yeah,
even
it's a
that.
mixture of everything.
That's cool, man.
But yeah, no, I don't know.
Hey,
Like I said, the market changes, man. That's one thing is like I want to say I've been doing it for like a year and a half now, like professionally, because I quit my
Uh,
job and shit. I think last year,
oh wow.
2020. That's another thing we get into too. Like I straight jumped off the cliff, man.
that's
Yeah,
you know what?
yeah.
I wanted to bring that up. When you started the shop, or when the shop
Yeah,
started up or whatever, you were working and then still doing the shop. You're still putting in your 40 hours, right?
yeah. So like before it was out of the box, it was the pop culture connection, and I was working construction. I was in construction for about 13 years. So my brother, my mom's boyfriend, he's like, because I was selling the shirts online and stuff, and he's like, hey, my buddy at work said that there's this shop that you can go and sell your t-shirts at, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go check it out. And I went over there and checked it out, man, and the owner was like, yeah, it's a consignment marketplace. You just pay rent and you can sell your stuff. They keep a percentage. And I was like, hell yeah, man. So I started going in there as much as possible. And then he's like, hey, instead of paying rent for your spot, you could volunteer and you don't have to pay rent. And I was like, yeah, I bet. Like for me, it was just I just wanted to kind of see firsthand how it was to run like a shop, a consignment shop.
No, when I was part of that. I was part of the pop culture connection as well.
Yeah, yeah,
And like me and him were some of the first people to join that shit and run it and whatever. And
yeah.
we even
And
took
and,
hits to keep that shit afloat.
yeah, and it was crazy. Like I said, I was working a 40-hour job, like 40 plus, man. Like I would wake up at 4 in the morning, get to work at 5, and then get off about like 2:30, 3 o'clock. Come home, change real quick, and then I'll head over to Pop, and then I'll stay there till about 7, 8 o'clock, and then just repeat the
Wow.
process Monday through Friday. And I got 3 boys at home. I got a wife that I've been with for about 20 years now, and that was
Congratulations,
all
brother.
madness.
Well, that was the
Yeah,
next thing I was gonna say. This Vato ain't single, man. He's got kids too.
that's
You
Yeah,
know,
cool, man.
I
us,
That's
had my
we're
real
I
both
had
cool.
my
being. We're
first
like,
kid
I
when I
can't
was
do shit
13.
now. Damn,
Wow,
13.
13.
Yeah, my son, he's already 18, man. It's crazy. So like COVID, so that's what was crazy. So COVID hit, and the original owner, he kind of already threw in the towel before all that, man, because it was just it's weird how a consignment marketplace works. So a consignment marketplace, we sell other people's products and then we collect a percentage. Now the store has to sell its own products. What he fell into was the vendors were making more money than the store. So he was
Yeah.
paying out all his money to the vendors and he didn't have no money to pay his rent or anything. And that's kind of how things turned upside down. And then
Oh, okay.
so my partner Ernesto, he came through. He started volunteering and everything. He opened up like a t-shirt shop with inside of the shop. And then, like I said, the whole COVID thing kind of hit. The owner kind of threw in the towel, and we're like, all right, well, if you're gonna claim bankruptcy, how about we just buy you out? And we bought like all his products, and we bought all his cases. And then my homie, he Ernesto, my partner, he already owned a t-shirt shop, and since COVID hit, the unit next door, they moved out, and we moved in,
Oh
and
wow.
then we opened up within a week and everything, and that's kind of how out of the box became out of the box.
Oh, that's cool,
Like
man.
that shit ain't no joke, man. I ain't lying. Like they set that fucking shot up in like 2 days.
Yeah, it was nuts,
Damn.
Like
man. It was nuts.
Wow.
put the shelves up, transferred everything, painted, all that shit. Like two
Yeah.
fucking days. Like no joke.
Damn, that's cool, man.
And like
I
I said,
got
it was I think it was January, February, March, April. It was like April of 2020, so it was like right in the middle of COVID.
So the shirt shit, because I'm really big into the shirts. You know what I mean? Is that your main shit right now, or is it just all of it mixed into
Uh,
one?
no, so like my main thing right now is out of the box. I'm there probably about I want to say 6 days out of the week.
Right.
My partner Ernesto, he's the one that kind of does the t-shirts. He has a custom t-shirt printing shop where you can go get like one t-shirt made or like memorial t-shirts. We have another location and it's a separate entity. It's called DTF Express, and we kind of do bulk orders there, so we can print out your print on a piece of transfer paper, and then we can ship you that print on that transfer paper, and then you can just iron it on to your clothes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Hell yeah.
wow.
I like
yeah,
that shit.
Yeah,
And that's
and
fuck
business.
it's,
Is
yeah.
that
That's
business
cool.
going good?
yeah, man. So I want to say maybe 9 months we generated about 30,000.
Holy fuck, man.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Fuck,
Congrats.
fuck
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
man.
for sure.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on that shit.
Holy
That's
shit,
Yeah, no,
dude.
for
impressive.
sure. And it's
Fuck
great.
yeah.
It's crazy. We barely. I said about a month ago we barely started cutting ourselves checks. And that's another crazy big goal that I always had when I was working construction, man, was to be able to sign my own check because like I collected a check every Friday with somebody else's name on it that I had no idea who it was.
Yeah,
Damn,
And to
yeah.
me that's a big thing, to be able to sign my own check finally.
that
And,
sounds
and how
fucking
old are
awesome.
you? How old are you,
Uh,
brother?
I'm 33.
Oh wow, man. Hell yeah, that's
See, you
badass.
just you just made me a hater, bro. What the fuck?
Well, I
Saying
hope
your
a lot
shit.
of people. I hope a lot of people listening to that. I hope they feel the same way.
Yeah,
Shit.
no, man,
Like I
definitely.
said, that's one of my main goals, man. Like money is not my motivation. It's bringing inspiration to others
Fuck yeah,
to
man.
show that
I feel you.
anything is possible, man. Like I'm a uh, I don't know how to say it. I'm a fucking dumbass with the sixth grade education, and look what I'm doing.
Yeah,
You know,
You know what I'm saying?
and bro, let's not forget, bro, you're brown too. Shit.
yeah.
Exactly, man.
Not to throw a
Exactly.
race card or nothing like that, but hey, man, there
Yep.
is a
Yep.
difference.
Yeah. Walking around with the face tattoo and everything.
But just to take it a little back,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know, I know, to a lot of the people, or me myself, I don't know, Manny, my brother. That's tough shit to start something that's not generating profit, right? Or, I
No,
mean,
it's Matt. That's
not.
that's one of the hardest things, man. That's if anybody is wants to do like this type of shit, make sure you got like I said, I would have never jumped off the cliff if I didn't know it was kind of guaranteed. But that yeah, man, that's one thing about this business is it's nuts. One minute you're way up there, and the next minute you're broke for like 5 months, and then
That's
you're
right.
back up again.
So how
Yeah.
was that feeling when you, or that night or that day or whatever the fuck, you laid in bed, or you told your wife,
The
like, you know what,
it's
I ain't going to
it's
work
cra-
tomorrow.
yeah. Oh, for the 9 to 5.
Yeah, you were like,
So
fuck.
what's crazy about that, man? So like I had a friend that I worked with at that company, and we became friends and everything. And like out of the box was already open, and I was still working my 9 to 5 and working at out of the box at the same time.
Uh,
And my buddy he committed suicide,
oh
and
wow.
like I said, he was a manager at the company, and I was already getting ready to leave and everything. But like to me, that was like the last straw. I was like,
Damn,
yeah, I'm done. I'm not coming back to this place again. And then
Yeah.
damn.
but even at that, like out of the box was already open about 3 to 4 months, and it was already up and running for about 3 or 4 months. And I was like, yeah, because I was gonna stay at that job for another year, man, and make double the money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, then that happened, and I was like, yeah, you know what, that's it. I gotta go full time out of the box.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which that's the right
You know what I'm
move.
saying?
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it
and
was it was a scary move, but
yep.
definitely, man. I mean, like you said, you did your homework, which is something that a lot of people don't do. You know what I'm saying? They study watch YouTube just for
Hmm.
entertainment purposes instead of doing your homework. You know what I'm saying? It's just like same thing. I hate to always go with pro wrestling, but like
Yeah.
independent wrestlers, I'm like I try to tell these independent wrestlers, brother. I'm like, you are your own business. You know what I'm saying? You got to promote yourself. You
Yeah,
gotta
you
get your
are your
8 by
own
12.
brand.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
if you're not pushing it, who else is gonna push it for
Yeah,
you?
who the
You know
fuck
what I'm
will?
saying?
yeah,
That's right, Manny. That's
You
right.
exactly.
know,
If you don't believe in it, then who's gonna believe in it? You know?
It's like
definitely,
it's like I
definitely.
always tell everyone, man. You got to take care of yourself because nobody else is. Nobody else
Yeah,
will.
Yeah,
no, so that's one thing I
You
preach,
know?
man. Is self care is very important
You know?
because that's
yeah,
one thing is like when I was working that 9 to 5, I started listening to a lot of podcasts and YouTubes and everything about like mental health and mental strength and philosophy and stuff like that. And and
uh-huh,
I want to say that was like probably 3 to 4 years prior of 2018. And honestly, if I didn't go that route, I don't think I would have the right mentality to be doing what I'm doing now. Because like that's
yeah,
one thing is like money is an ugly thing, and I grew up in a, like a crack house, man. So like my mom was a crack dealer, so I learned a lot from that, you know, from all that experience type of shit.
yeah,
And like I said, you have to have a certain type of mentality to running a business because money is a very ugly thing, but at the same time, money is a tool.
yes,
Yeah,
Maybe that's the key word right there. Tool.
yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
yeah,
because that's all it is, man. It's just a piece of paper.
yeah,
I,
yeah,
I've seen people get their face broken in just for $20, you know, and
Hell yeah.
it's
Hell
it's
yeah.
it's just a
You
piece of
do that.
paper. But like I said, like I said, with all the with like I said, with all that, I'm glad I went through all that because, like I said, I wouldn't. You have to have a certain like a mentality to to run your own business, man, because it does like Junior was saying, it's bad when fucking Christmas comes around and you got $100 in your bank account, but yet
yeah.
you own a store and it looks like you're making thousands, you know?
So I know this is a bit of a personal question if you want to answer it, but did you grow up with
Yeah,
a
yeah, go ahead.
father?
So yeah, in a certain sense, like my life was really nice, man. It was like the typical blue collar life. I think from when I was born to I want to say 11, and then that's when like the whole drug thing came in. My stepdad, he went to jail. My mom met somebody else, and everything. And that whole situation happened. But I grew up, like I said, I grew up with a stepdad, and he was a very positive influence in my life. Yeah, but like I said, yeah, I had a father influence. I don't know my biological dad.
But your stepdad filled the shoes, and he was a positive role model for you. You know what I'm saying? Without actually trying to be a positive role model. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He was just being the man of the house and you
Yeah,
know waking up and doing what he had to do to take care of his family. So
yeah,
yeah, man, that's cool, man. I mean, a lot of people like you know we talk a lot. Some people you know don't have that, and that's why we try to reach out to as many of our listeners as possible because there's a lot of cats out there that are like us. You know what I'm saying? That tune in and
Hmm.
listen and.
yeah,
You know, a lot of people didn't have a positive role model. You know what I'm saying? They grew up in the streets and they're
yeah.
still growing up in the streets. You know, so they got that hustle mentality. But you can also switch it to a legit hustle. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you take your time by, like you said, doing your homework
Hmm.
and studying them and use the tools that you have at hand. Everybody's got a cell phone right now.
Yep,
Everybody's got a Facebook. You know what I'm
yep,
saying? So instead of sitting there on Facebook and seeing who's doing what or whatever, it's promote yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
exactly.
share stuff. You know, that's what like we've been doing, and it's helping us out with our subscribers. We've been blessed with a lot of cool people that we've interviewed and stuff like that have helped us out. But the listeners, the listeners just like the product itself. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's was something that's a little bit different that our show brings to the table, and
Oh yeah.
that's what we're running with. You know what I'm saying? And then I
Well,
know. Go ahead.
Well, you know, I mean, I hope I don't change the subject, but something that's a little fucked up is that, like, for example, me, I grew up with no father, you know,
yeah.
biological. I don't know where the fuck that motherfucker's at or whatever, you know.
Uh,
But I did have a stepfather, but he wasn't really there for me at all. You know, he
Yeah.
was kind of more like, why can't they grow up faster and get the fuck out already? You know,
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
it felt like, which ended up causing to, me and my brother leaving early.
Yeah.
But either way, all the other male whatever in our life, they didn't teach us shit except for alcohol and violence.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, what
everything
not to
else,
do.
like how to fucking use a wrench or fucking how to hammer a fucking nail into
Yeah.
the wall or shit like that. None of that was taught. So it's like we had to raise ourselves. It ain't like my mom. My mom's is straight from Mexico. She doesn't know shit, man. She comes over here.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what the fuck is going on. She doesn't even know how to pump gas in a fucking car, right? How's she gonna teach me how to change the oil and shit, or what credit is, or what fucking interest and all that shit?
See, and
So,
what's crazy too, man. I'm sorry to cut you off, but what's crazy too is like I said, he was a very big positive part of my life. Like I said, till I was about 11, right? And like I said, the whole drug thing kind of took over. And that's the thing is like he became an addict, and
Yeah.
and that's what's the crazy thing is like I got he showed me what to do, and then at the same time, the whole situation switched, and he taught me what not to do.
To do.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm? Yeah, cause like I said, he was a pure addict, man. Like he stole from me, he stole from my mom, like that whole nine yard type thing, man. In and out of jail, and that's like I said, like I grew up in a drug environment, and like I said that what I took from it was what not to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I seen everybody, like say you get in and out of jail. I seen people selling their grandmas everything and anything, and and like to me, like I said, what I took from it is like, okay, that's what not to do. You know.
So what I was
But
saying, the whole nobody taught me how to do shit, right? And then I started working. I actually started working as soon as I could get a motherfucking legal job. You know what I mean?
oh, I know. Yep.
And then there you end up meeting older people, older males, and you try to learn from them, but they don't want to
Yep.
teach you shit because they're like, the young fuck ain't gonna come in and take my job.
Exactly.
So you move on to
Oh,
all
I
these
know
fucking jobs,
that.
and through the end of it, you're like, motherfucker, man, what the fuck? Like, what am I supposed to do? So that makes you
Yep.
bitter, sour, and you decide to get your paycheck and go buy a little bag and go try to flip that shit, try to do this,
Exactly.
do that, and do
Yeah.
this, steal that, whatever, and say fuck the world because everyone's treating you like shit. But it's like, man, that shit is rough, man. Like, if only like the fucking what's the word I'm looking for? The cowards that don't
Yeah.
raise their kids and realize what the fuck it does, and maybe that was done to them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
definitely,
Well, no,
definitely.
that's what it is. It's a repeating cycle, man. That's because that's
So
like I said, I studied into a lot of shit like that, and sit there and ask myself like why people do what they do. And I think that's one thing I'm cursed with, man, is like a deep understanding of a lot of different situations. Because like a lot of people are fucked up just because someone, like you said, the same thing, because somebody treated them fucked up, and it just keeps going and going.
But then
Yeah.
again, you know what? It's back to what you said though. You got to take shit, learn from it, and see what's best for you.
Yep. Yeah. It's
Because
yep.
I believe a lot of that attitude is also giving up.
Yeah.
That's what I am. You know what I mean? This rock is me. I believe that, man.
Mhm.
I could have easily fell into that pocket, but I didn't let it happen. Especially when
Yep.
my son was born, I was like, you know what? I got to be down for this homeboy. He needs
Well, yeah,
somebody in his life.
that's your definition of character right there.
And now fucking I'm doing everything for him that I wanted to be done for me, and it's fucking ridiculous, bro. This motherfucker gets too
Exactly.
much. You know?
I know these kids nowadays are spoiled as hell, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
today, man, we went to the swap meet, and I think he came home with like 8 troopers, fucking stormtroopers, and they already got a whole box. It's like, God
See,
damn.
that's a beautiful thing too, though, man. At least he's addicted to something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of worse shit out there to be addicted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's true.
You know.
True. Yeah,
And like
man,
I said, you're killing it, Junior. Like the way you taught your son how to hustle, man. That's what I wish someone would have taught me that earlier. Because maybe by now I'd be a damn millionaire.
Yeah,
Hell
but
yeah.
shit, you're on your way, brother. You know what I mean? You got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I mean,
Yep.
and you got to stick with the grind. You know what I mean? Like like the Rock says, man. I mean, the dude's my age, and I look up to him.
Of
You know what
course,
I'm
fuck
saying?
Most
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's like, like he always says, you got to be the hardest worker in the fucking room, man. You know what I'm saying?
you have
And
to.
you make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just wait till something happens to them, and
Yeah,
it's
they
like
wait
woe
for
is
it to
me and
fall in
this
the
and
lap.
that. Yeah, it's
That
like
shit don't
fuck that,
happen.
man. Kick
No,
that door open. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
when you get an opportunity, you run with it. You know what I'm saying? But
exactly.
what I wanted to ask you is, do you get a lot of support from the Hispanic community out there?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, yeah. Like
That's cool.
yeah, it's lovely, man. And what's crazy too is like, so I got an alter ego in a certain sense. Is I rock a puppet, and his name
Uh-huh.
is Lopez, and
Yeah, hell yeah.
they love him, man. Like there was this dude that came from Colorado Springs just to come and like take a picture with him and shit.
Damn, that's what's up.
Damn, that's cool.
Like
Damn, that's the
it's
shit.
nothing but love, man. And it's crazy because he's just a Hispanic causing panic, you know.
Yeah,
Hell
definitely,
yeah.
man. And that's good though, because you know what I'm saying. Because a lot of times, we you know what I'm saying. Our people have that crab mentality, where
Oh
once somebody's starting to get up, they want to pull you back down because they're jealous and this and that. And it sucks, man, because we're a majority nowadays here in the United States. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
and if we got our shit together, man, we could blow up. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, like if Hispanic people supported other Hispanic people, man, it would go nuts. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It,
no,
it, would- it
most
would go
definitely.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, and like you said, you take care of people that are taking care of you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the
Exactly.
bottom line. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
so yeah, and then I know KFT was doing an auction. He helped you out with the
Yeah.
auction
Oh
a
yeah,
couple
hell
weeks
yeah.
Yeah,
ago.
that was fun, man. I had fun. I
Yeah,
can't wait to have him back on again. It's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah, I watched that shit. That
that
was
that
cool, man.
Manny told me he just watched Morbius.
I know.
yeah, yeah.
I've been heard to stay away from that movie.
Bro, it was good. It was
So how
good. I
Oh,
mean,
okay. Okay.
I seriously, man, I like the whole storyline and everything, man. It was crazy because you know what I did notice is Marvel, their trailers, they've been showing stuff in the trailers that's not in the movie. Like okay, like perfect example. You remember in the trailer where he's the one guy's like, who are you? And he's like, "Arr." And he's like, we're Venom. And he's like, no, I'm
Yeah, yeah,
sorry, I'm Dr. Morbius. that that part's not in there. He says we're Venom, but he doesn't say no, I'm Dr. Morbius. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then the same thing is with Michael Keaton. When Michael
yeah,
Keaton is that trailer, yeah, and he's out there and he's like, oh yeah, 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 but he's like he's like, yeah, I like your work, and this and
yeah.
that. That's not in the movie. I was like, what the hell? There's some other cool spots in the movie, but that part I was looking for, and the same part where they have the Spider-Man um graffiti on the
Yeah.
wall, and then
yeah, they
he's
didn't have that.
crossed out. They didn't have that either and shit. And that's why I was just like, what the hell, man? Like
I
I'm
know, right?
looking for shit in a movie, and it ain't
And
even
it's not
there. You
even
know what I
there.
mean?
Yeah.
But
Yep.
All right, Manny.
yeah,
We're back to the Scream 5. I did not like Morbius, man.
you did.
I did not like it, homie.
Okay, why not? Why didn't you? Why didn't you?
My number one thing was the villain was lame, and
Oh, of course. That was a straight blueprint. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't
That
like
that
that.
yeah.
It felt a little too flat on storyline, and it was way too predictable for me.
Yeah, yeah, I give
I
that props.
I
You know
think
what I'm
Leto
saying?
kicked that ass. He whooped that ass. I mean, come on, bro. Jared Leto's one of the greatest actors we got. Am I lying?
Yeah, Yes.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying? I loved him when he just did that little bit of stuff he did when he was the Joker. And a lot of people didn't
Oh
give him
yeah.
props for that. I was like, bro, he fucking owned that shit. And it's the
Yep.
same thing with this. It was like, you know, I think he had, how do I want to say this, man? He worked well with the product that he had at hand. You know what I'm
yep.
saying? I think
That's a
Well,
good way to
if
put
it
it.
would have been a different director, it would have went a different way. But he did good for what he was handed. You know what I'm saying?
this is the thing that I always say that always fucks people up, and I don't like to say it, but one of my biggest problems with the Morbius look when he's vampire is I said this before they even showed an image, and I said
I know what it
just
is.
as long as they don't make him look like Michael Jackson. And then
Oh
I
yeah.
finally saw the image, and I was like, that motherfucker looks exactly like Michael Jackson.
Well, he made him look like a bat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Bat. But then his boy just looked like fucking like he was a Walking Dead. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was just like, that dude's face was all fucked up. I was like, what the hell?
Well,
You know what I'm saying? You get what you get. You
So
know what I'm saying?
what you're trying to say though, Manny, is that Wesley Snipes is gonna go whoop his ass, right?
yeah.
That'd be bad.
See,
That'd be
that's
badass.
see, that's what the fuck they should have done, man. I that would have hit. That would have hit
Ooh,
no
that
way
would have
home
been
numbers.
fire, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I come back and I'm like, I gotta tell you something, man. They're like, what? I gotta tell you, I'm sorry. What's up? Fucking Wesley Pipes fucks him up.
Yeah, it comes out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Right?
Yo, you
Like,
know what I'm
the fuck? He
saying?
came back.
So how do you foresee your business, man? Like how do you foresee it like trying to expand? You know what I'm saying? Like
It's
what do you
it's
got in the works?
it's that's a good question, man. Like I've asked myself that many times and came up with many different answers. You know, like
Uh-huh.
at first I was like, I'm gonna build this machine where it's gonna generate me money and I could just step away, like build it efficient enough where it could run by itself and I could just collect money from it. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
That was one way that I was looking at it. But now, man, it's I honestly can't say that because like if I was asked 5 years ago where would I be at 5 years, like I would have never expected to be sitting here talking to you guys. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like for the future, man, I'm just gonna take it day by day, man, and just continue to be better than I was yesterday.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Awesome. That's
And
awesome,
that's
man.
pretty much it, man. Because like I don't know, you never know. Like you never know when tomorrow, is just gonna be your last day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's very
And
true, man.
you know what? When everything shut down and the shit went down and everything was going downhill, these
Yeah.
homeboys didn't forget about me, man. I hope I was one of the first they called. I say that.
Oh no, yeah,
That's
most
the truth.
definitely.
I was
Oh,
probably
most
like
definitely.
32 on the list. I was the only
Nah,
fucking cat.
you were number two.
Hey, that's cool.
I say number one and shit, but we all now know number 8.
I had to call upon myself, man. I had to call upon myself. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah.
they didn't forget about me, man. They hit me up quick, and I was there like that.
Yep,
I
yep,
didn't think about it. I was like, I'm down. How much do you want? What do you need? I'm here
yep.
to do that.
And you always bring fire products, man. You always bring like that's one thing I can say about you, man. Is you have the eye to get in the good shit because like Junior puts his prices at a nice hefty Junior price, and people still eat it, man. They still eat it up.
Yeah.
And that's one thing. It's
That,
because he's picking the right shit. He's picking the right stuff.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's another thing that to consignment and all that. That's the part we got to jump in and help each other because it's a fucking mission to get your ass out there all the fucking time hunting and looking for shit, for dope shit.
Yep.
Because a lot of people think they could buy a clearance rack at Walmart and then go slap it up and double the price and they don't slang.
No.
Yeah.
No. You gotta
It
have
takes
different
time
markets, man. You gotta have different markets. That's one thing is I can say is like I have the store, but at the same time I'm selling toys on eBay. I'm selling
Yep.
toys through the auction. I'm selling toys through Facebook Marketplace. It's you have to continue because you have to have different outlets.
Yeah.
And even so, like say I'm looking for something, it's at the shop. I'm gonna buy it there. I'd rather buy it from a seller, from them, or whatever, because it's about
Yeah,
support.
exactly.
Let's keep this shit going. We all collect. We all sell to buy the next shit. Like, oh fuck, I
Yep.
don't want this anymore. The new shit's coming, and some people want the old shit, not the new shit. And it's this whole
Yep.
cycle that we all do together. So man, like,
Yep.
if there's anybody from Colorado listening that's been in there and purchased anything, man, thank you. That shit is dope,
Oh
man.
yeah, no, most definitely.
You
That's
know?
one thing is I want to thank everybody and anybody that steps foot into my establishment, man. Like that to
Yeah.
me, that's it. It really brings me a lot of happiness. Like, cause there's times where I get stuck in a real bad mental place, as does everybody. You know what I'm saying? And it
Yeah.
seems like that I think about. I'm like, I yeah, I might be a little depressed right now, but when I go into the shop, you never know who's gonna walk you through that door or what type of product that's gonna walk through that door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely, man. And that's what's cool about a shop like that is, you know what I'm saying? Like it's well rounded. You know what I'm saying? And that
Yep.
and that's what's cool. You know what I'm saying? And like the boys have said, anything we can do to help you out, brother. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. We're there. You know what I'm saying? Because
And I
like I
appreciate that.
says, man. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy Shaggy, man. Shaggy loves him some fucking Star Wars shit, man. You
Yeah,
know
he
what I'm
has to come
saying?
Yeah.
through, man. He has to come through. He can get lost in the
Yeah,
shop, baby.
yeah, definitely,
Yeah, I want
man.
to do
He
this
he
shit.
loves him some Star Wars, so definitely. Or he checks it. He might be able to check it out online or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
Um.
An,
So
an, Another
go
thing I
ahead.
wanted to shout out real quick was they throw energy into this fucking shop, man. Like when you go in there, you're not
Mhm.
bored. This place is not stale. This place is the shit, man. You want to be
Yeah,
in
now that's
there.
one thing. One
You
thing
look
is like
around.
I pride myself on how clean it is, and I want to make sure the tunes are always bumping. It's always the stuff that we listened to growing up, and all the cartoon theme songs that we grew up with, and all the
Yep.
Disney movies that we grew up with. That's what's playing on the soundtrack all day long. We got
Uh-huh.
VHSs playing. We got PlayStation ones going.
Damn.
Like I
Man, they
want, I
got
want to bring, I
Oh, you
want to
got
bring that
arcades and
feel
shit
like it's.
too.
Yeah, we got arcades, everything in
Yeah.
there, man.
Yeah, I checked it
hell
out the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
time.
yeah,
They
definitely.
got all that old school shit, that shit you grew up with, the shit that
Yep,
came out when you weren't even born.
yep,
You'll be in there jamming out to Darkwing Duck and shit. It's fucking dope, man.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
You know
hell
what I
yeah.
mean? It's the shit, man. You go in there and they got a lot of cool stuff, whatever. It's pretty dope, man.
Yeah, go check
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit out. But yeah, hey Anthony, go ahead and drop your info and shit, man. We gotta take the shit home.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Let
yeah,
them
for
know
sure.
where you're at and everything, how to reach to you, how to reach out.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So, Out of the Box is located in Thornton, Colorado. We are open 7 days a week. Monday through Friday, it's 11 to 7, and Saturday and Sunday, it's 11 to 5. Like you said, that's in Thornton, Colorado. You can find us on every platform at Out the Box 303. That's three words, Out the Box 303. And like I said, that's on every platform. That's TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. You can find myself on Instagram at ATIZ303, ATIZ303. Um, let's see. Shout out to DTF. If you guys know anything about direct to transfer film, make sure you check out DTFexpress.com. Go to DTFexpress.com and make sure you check out Mom and Pops, Planet Tees. Like I said, that's Out of the Box. We're located in Thornton, Colorado, man. Check us out.
Uh,
Yeah.
and what about the auctions? What about the
Yeah, tell them about
auctions?
the auctions.
Yeah, for sure. And then the auctions, we go live on Facebook every Monday and every other Thursday. Like I said, just check us
Okay.
out on Facebook. Go follow us. You can find all the information there. Like I said, we do run auctions, and that's like a way for our out of state people to participate because we do
Yeah,
shipping.
No, fuck yeah, hell yeah, that's fucking
that's that's
badass, bro.
that's awesome.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, I bet you a lot of our fans are gonna be checking that out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely.
Um,
I hope
you know what
them
I'm
top
saying?
tip fans let them know, hey, put KFT back on that piece, son.
There you
Yep,
go.
yep, for sure, for sure.
Hell yeah, man. Well, anything else you guys want to drop?
No, man.
Uh,
I want to say, man, it's been a great time, man. I
yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
getting to know you. I appreciate you,
I
giving us the
appreciate you
time.
guys.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we really appreciate the help, man.
Most definitely.
Hell
And
yeah,
then
same
here,
here,
I'm
man.
gonna, let me just do my little outro. All right, everybody. I want to make sure everybody stays positive, stays hustling, stay blessed. Make sure you hug your loved ones around you because you never know when's the last day, man. And we're not here for a long time, baby. We're here for a good time. So can I hear it one time for our good times? Yeah, baby, stay hustling. It's your boy A2.
Hell yeah. Give a thumbs up if you know what's up and give a thumbs down if you're down. Peace.
Talk is a shit!